16 days ago, Atlassian customers lost access to their tools. Yesterday, everyone is fully restored. Today's going to tell us, Peter's going to tell us more about it on today's Not So Critical update. I'm just going to leave it in. That's how we do it. That's what you get. Here we go.
Yeah. Right, thank you. Yeah, well done, Mike. Great intro. Yes, this is just an epic outage, but from Atlassian. They went down and didn't come back up. So there's a really good timeline here from the Pragmatic Engineer, which is a newsletter that gets sent out by, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I want to say Gurgley, but I think I may be getting that wrong. Anyway, G-Man. He posted quite an interesting overview of the timeline up until April the 13th, which was a week ago today as a recording. And it's just remarkable. I mean, this was only resolved actually fully yesterday. And the fact that he got... This is a very long article. If you can sort of scroll down a bit just to show the size of that scroll bar. Oh, the scroll bar doesn't show up for me, but it's quite epic.
The side. Yeah, so he starts the timeline on April 4th when they go offline. They don't acknowledge the outlet for 2 days.
Amazing.
And so basically what happened is Atlassian had 400. They have many more than 400 customers, but 400 customers completely lost access to their tools. So this could be Jira, it could be Confluence, completely lost access to their tools. It was days before Atlassian acknowledged the outage. As you said, he had the timeline through the first 9 days. These 400 customers still were unrestored. And then today is April 20th, 20 hours ago from right now, Atlassian posted a tweet that said, all customers impacted by the outage have been restored. This incident and our initial response time were not up to our standards. We are reviewing... Really?
Not up to our standards, guys.
Probably not up to anybody's standards. We're reviewing what happened and how we can improve. A post-incident report with findings and next steps is coming soon. They did not clarify what in their world soon means.
Well, we've got an idea about what soon means by these guys now. We'll have to find out whether the post follow-up report is up to their standards as well.
Right. Yeah, pretty rough. So total end-to-end, you're talking about close to 16-day outage for as many as 400 customers.
One of the things about the article that we linked to, Gurgley, G-Money, he said that their terms of service say that if you have over a certain percentage downtime, then you get a 50% discount on your next monthly bill. And I'm thinking, yeah, that'll solve things.
I think it was I want to say 73%
uptime. Yeah, 73% uptime from that. But that was when the thing was written a week ago.
Yeah, but even that I think let's just assume it was 73. That's still a week out of an entire month. Yeah. And we were double that, so now you get 50% off.
So here's one of the interesting things that I'm surprised you haven't mentioned already, and I'm gonna make sure. I think I'm getting this right here. So the root cause of this issue, is all related to data protection. Did you know that? I'm expecting you to jump on that immediately.
So as I read it, they were trying to deprecate a feature, and they had to delete the users who were using that feature, and instead they just deleted everyone.
No. Okay, that's not quite how I understood it.
What did you take away?
Okay, maybe I read it wrong. I'm gonna have to go and dig into this now. Well, I should have been better prepared.
Let's just sorry, everybody. Go ahead and read it. I'll wait.
Yeah, I can do it live. No, what I understood was that there was a feature for deleting user data, and usually it would just kind of soft delete it, but someone clicked the wrong switch.
Yeah,
and because it was implemented, because when somebody requests the right to removal under GDPR is you have to have everything gone. You can't have stuff flying around in backups or anything like that.
Right.
You have to have proper deletion. So because that functionality had been implemented, that's why when they deleted it, it really thoroughly actually went and got rid of everything. So they had to actually restore from like cold backups or something like that. And that's why it was such an epic problem.
Yeah, so I think a little bit of both. They weren't deleting the data because of a request. They were deleting, they had to run the script as part of a scheduled maintenance. But they instead of running it with the soft delete flag, they ran it with the hard delete flag. And that's what took the 400 customers down. This is just a subset of their customer base. So the restore problem was that they had the ability to restore, but it was all or nothing. So they could restore their entire customer base, but then anybody who had been using the tools for the past couple of days would lose anything that they submitted back to the restore point. Or they couldn't restore anyone. So they came up with some manual process that let them restore in batches of just like 50 or 60 customers at a time, using a process that took 4 to 5 days. So they must have found a way to speed that up some, because by my math, and I'm not great at math, but that would have been about a month of restore time. And they managed to get it in only 16 days. So win, I guess, right? Under promise, over deliver. I don't know if that's what they did.
I think they probably didn't promise anything and just very slowly
nailed it,
and still somehow managed to under-deliver. Yeah, right. There's so many terrible things about. I think one of the worst things for me was that they didn't set the silence at the beginning, the non-acknowledgement of any problem, like days and days. There must have been a point at which they were actively resisting telling anybody, like just didn't want to admit it, you know.
Well, not to defend them, but part of the circumstances here was at the time that the outage began, they were in the process of having everybody go to their live event for the year, their big annual live event. So it's entirely possible that like they just weren't paying attention. Everybody was so busy with this other event. This thing started happening in the background, and maybe they didn't totally understand it because they knew the maintenance was supposed to be happening. They knew these records were supposed to get deleted. They didn't understand that it was taking these customers offline. The communication was definitely slow.
There was that hilarious bit where apparently somebody, one of the HR people or I don't know, some VP had set up scheduled messages to be sent to LinkedIn, like promoting the company and their reliability, and they were still going out. Like, it was like, just,
well, you know,
oh dear.
Odds are good. You know, if you got, how many customers do they have? Did they say in the article how many it was? So, you know, 400 customers out of however many they have. Might not have been that many. And only probably for 2 weeks out of the course of a year. Is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're so big though that there's no real alternative. You can't just switch away from Atlassian like that.
Yeah.
So
and the outage still can't hold what's the saying? Can't hold a candle to what Kronos did.
Oh yeah, Kronos is yeah. Kronos is the gold standard.
The gold standard of epic fails.
Yeah, it's the Razzie Awards of the. Theirs was a security issue as well. Like, I don't know.
Oh, they messed everything up on every front.
Yeah,
the Facebook one where they locked themselves out of their
that was good.
Server rooms was pretty good too.
That was good. I still don't think that's true, but I love it. I really hope it was true. Oh well, good luck. I feel sorry for all those sleepless nights that with those sysadmins that had all the sleepless nights over there, because that cannot have been fun to work through. It would have been a very stressful situation. So
for sure. But I mean, the customers, which is who I care about, Peter, the people who were affected by these.
I'm quite surprised we weren't actually. I was on holiday that week. I was expected to come back and be like, everything just not ground to a halt at work. I was like,
I wondered. I thought I would have heard about it, but it sounds like it was a relatively small percentage of their customers, even though it was a significant impact for those accounts.